Here is another example of what you can do with Guardian and Excel and football matches. And what I've done here is I've searched for the Liverpool match that's coming up, and I've dragged and dropped these markets into a spreadsheet. And then I've linked the BetEngine multiple spreadsheet to BetAngel, and this basically allows me to look at all of these markets simultaneously on a spreadsheet, which is what I've done over here. So you can see here we've got the match odds, we've got over and unders, and we've got the correct score markets and so on. And then what I've done on this top sheet here is I basically said, okay, this template, and bear in mind this is a template, so if I put another match in, once I've set up this template, this is free for me to use again. I've said, okay, on this particular match, what price is the draw Liverpool and Sunderland at, and then what are we looking at in the correct score market? So you can see here the price of the draw is 4.2, so if I thought a draw was going to occur and I backed a draw at 4.2, that's what I could get in the match odds market. But we could go in and Dutch the draw in the correct score market. So if I Dutched 0-0, 1-all, 2-all, 3-all, then I actually get slightly better odds. I get odds of 4.22. And the reason for this is just because there could, in theory, be a 4-all draw between Liverpool and Sunderland. So what you're effectively saying here is you're doing a sort of a technical arbitrage. You're saying, well, you know, is the chance of a 4-all draw the difference between the sum of all these values and the chance of a draw? So if we look at that, we have to say 23.7 minus 23.81. Is there a 0.1% chance of a 4-all draw? So you're effectively saying here that if you go in and Dutch 0-0, 1-all, 2-all, 3-all, you're saying that you don't think that there's a 0.1 chance of a 4-all draw. And given the structure of this match, Liverpool at home on the first day of the season, 1.56, I'd be surprised if there was a 1-all draw. If I expand this calculation a bit, I can go 1 divided by that value minus this value. And you can see here, this is saying, are the odds of a 4-all draw about 900 to 1, if I just reduce that to 0. So it's saying odds of 900 to 1 on a 4-all draw. So in fact, you know, we've created a derivative bet here, in effect. This probably isn't the best example of it, because of course you could do over and under, 1.5 goals, 2.5 goals, variations of anything. All markets in soccer are interrelated very, very tightly. And I've got a huge, great arbitrage spreadsheet which basically tells me what the price of everything should be based upon the price of everything else. Sometimes you can use that to spot value. So if you go down to Liverpool, you can see you can do the same again here. What I've done is, I'll explain how this is all linked up. You see, we've typed in 1-all, but the cell reference here at D12 is the BetAngel spreadsheet 3, G17. So if we go to BetAngel spreadsheet 3, G17, there we go. You can see it's taken the value 7.6 from there, which of course on the top level sheet is 1-0. And the great thing about this is once you've set up the sheet, you can use it on multiple football matches, but also this data is updating dynamically. It's not updating much at the moment because there's nothing going on in the market, but this spreadsheet will update automatically and pull out all of these results for you as and when you decide to look at them. And you can see here that this is basically saying if we backed or if we Dutched these scores on the correct score market, we'd get odds of 1.87, whereas the odds of Liverpool winning the match are 1.56, so considerable value in Dutching in this particular case. But that relies upon Liverpool not scoring, winning the match and not scoring 4 goals or more, or Sunderland not scoring 4 goals or more. So again, we can do the same calculation. We can say 1 divided by that value less this value. And effectively what this is giving you is an any unquoted on a Liverpool win. So you can see there that that's basically giving you that particular value. There's about a 10% chance of, in fact that should have been divide. There's a 10% chance of Liverpool achieving a scoreline outside of what we have available to back here. So it's about 9.5 to 1. based upon that. So you can see what I'm doing with the spreadsheet. I'm looking at the market, probing, seeing if there's an opportunity there, if there's any discrepancies. And you can apply this right across. There's so many markets on football. You can create a whopping great spreadsheet with all of these variables in it. Then all that you need to do each day or whenever you're active on the soccer markets is go in, find the match you're interested in, which you can do by searching up here, and then just drag and drop those constituent markets into BetAngel Guardian, and then click connect and auto bind, and then basically BetAngel will link it up, and then you can analyze the market in as much depth as you like and get some ideas about what you'd like to do and go on from there. So anyway, that's a simple example of how to use the multiple spreadsheets on one individual match.